Morning, thank you, Mark. So as Mark said, my name's Alison Havlin. I'm the Policy and Programme Manager of the Higher Level Apprenticeship Programme within the Department for the Economy. So I'm going to give you a brief overview of the programme from the department's point of view, and then you'll hear from colleagues, as Mark has said, at Ulster University and North West Regional College who are involved in the day-to-day delivery of higher level apprenticeships. So economic growth is driven by productivity, and thereby raising workforce productivity is one of the department's and the wider executive's top priorities. A significant factor in the UK's poor productivity is the low level of skills in the workforce. There are growing skills shortages, as I'm sure I don't have to tell you, in both the STEM and digital sectors, which are increasingly significant to the strength and competitiveness of the Northern Ireland and the wider UK economy. Skills development not only contributes to increased productivity and prosperity, but helps to promote individual opportunity and greater social inclusion. The department believes that apprenticeships are a valuable lever to improve social mobility through a non-traditional progression route that's well respected. Apprenticeships aim to match skills supply with demand by providing a means by which employers can obtain the technical and employability skills that they require. So apprenticeships are work-based programmes that provide vocational routes to the high-level technical skills required to drive economic prosperity, growth and competitiveness. Apprenticeships are currently available from level 2 through to level 7. However, I will focus on higher level apprenticeships this morning, which start at level 4. If any of you do feel that you would like more information on those lower level apprenticeships, so level 2 and 3, which are roughly equivalent to GCSE and A level, do get in touch with me and I can put you in contact with the relevant person within the department. So higher level apprenticeship programmes are designed around the needs of employers and offer recognised higher education qualifications. Curriculum and content has been devised by industry in conjunction with the training provider and is very much tailored to industry needs. The department provides a contribution towards funding the cost of the off-the-job training. In most cases, this will cover the total cost, but in some instances, particularly at level 7 currently, the employer will be required to pay a top-up. So higher level apprenticeships at level 4 and 5 formally launched in 2017, following a series of pilots that have been operating since 2012. HLAs at level 6 and above were then launched a year later in September 2018. They're available to individuals of all ages who have reached the minimum school leaving age in Northern Ireland, and training is provided by the 6 FE colleges, CAFRE and the 3 local universities. The length of an HLA will be dependent on the occupational area and the level of study, but will be a minimum of 2 years. HLAs are demand-led and available where a training provider has applied to deliver within the occupational area, and a full list of apprenticeships currently delivered in Northern Ireland can be found on the NI Direct website, and this will shortly be updated to include new provision beginning in September 2021. Occupational areas include accountancy, business technology, childcare leadership, engineering of all different sorts, ICT, life sciences, food manufacturing, and built environment and planning. So as you can see, there's a very wide range, and there are several apprenticeships available within all of those occupational sectors. Latest published data shows that over 1,600 participants have enrolled in a higher level apprenticeship between 2017-18 and 2019-20. So it's definitely a growing programme. So there are some eligibility criteria to be met. Higher level apprenticeships are available to both new and existing employees. However, existing employees must be moving to a new job role, which requires a significant amount of upskilling and merits enrolment on the higher level apprenticeship. Employees must be registered on the apprenticeship within 6 months of starting their job role. So there are clear benefits to all parties involved in an apprenticeship. For the apprentice, they earn a wage while completing their training. Higher level apprentices must be paid the appropriate rate for the job in line with the current national minimum wage. This is the legal minimum, although some apprentices do receive more, and we do encourage employers to pay apprentices a wage commensurate with the job role. Apprenticeships in the workplace allow individuals to meet new people, to become more independent, more confident and more self-assured, and they gain much more than just a qualification. For the employer, A highly skilled workforce is a more productive workforce, and apprenticeships contribute an estimated productivity gain of 2.4 billion to the UK economy. Industry research indicates that almost 80% of employers agreed that recruiting apprentices had helped to make their organisation more competitive. Apprenticeships are a particularly cost-effective form of training, as the apprentice is contributing to the workplace while they are learning. And another cost advantage is that while the employer pays the wage, the government contributes to the cost of the training. Apprenticeships tailored to an employer's need are an investment in the future and a great way to ensure that the employee's skill set meets the demand of your business. Investing in an employee's training and development has been shown to increase loyalty. So I want to turn to cover some of the work the department has been doing to support the apprenticeship network over the past year. The initial focus in 2020 was to ensure that learners and training providers could continue to be supported during the first lockdown. This included financial support to ensure that the training infrastructure remained in place, and other initiatives such as providing apprentices and trainees with laptops to help them continue with their studies online. Following that immediate response, we worked quickly with stakeholders to develop a package with 3 clear objectives: to minimise apprenticeship job losses, to maintain and grow the supply of apprenticeship opportunities, and to support apprentices who have been displaced or lost their apprenticeship. So an apprenticeship recovery package was announced last September. The first element is the Return, Retain, Result apprenticeship scheme. This scheme was developed to reduce the risk of apprentices being made redundant following furlough by providing financial support to employers to incentivise the return and retention of their apprentices, and then on to successful completion of their qualification. The scheme was designed to offer potential support to up to 4,500 furloughed apprentices who were considered the most vulnerable to redundancy when the job retention scheme was originally due to end last November. But of course, furlough has now been extended to the end of this September, and in recognition of that, this support is available up until March 2022. The recruitment incentive will be of more interest to those of you considering engaging with the HLA programme at this time. The key aim of this scheme is to encourage and support employers to create new apprenticeship opportunities for both new apprentices and apprentices who have been made redundant by other employers. Employers will be offered £3,000 for each new apprenticeship opportunity created between the 1st of April 2020 and the 31st of March 2022. This incentive will apply to all new apprenticeship opportunities created within this period. The structure of payments has been designed to balance the need to support employers where their costs are highest, which is normally early on in the apprenticeship, with the need to encourage retention. So payment 1 is £2,000 after 90 days retention, and payment 2 is £1,000 after 200 days retention, giving you a total of £3,000. And more information on both of the schemes I've mentioned, including how businesses can apply, is available on nibusinessinfo.co.uk. So I hope that has given you a flavour of why apprenticeships are so important to the Northern Ireland economy and what the department is doing to encourage the creation of new apprenticeship opportunities during these difficult times. And I'll be happy to answer any questions following the other presentations. Thank you.